Here in the British Fist, we hope you had a very happy and Merry Christmas. And here we are now, about to enter 2015. That's almost 2016 years. By gosh, doesn't time sound massive when you put it like that. 2016. But let's get 2015 out of the way first, shall we? And going into this wrestling year, I think the WWE nailed it with this Raw. There's been so much negativity on the WWE, on wrestling in general, that a show like this still gives us some hope that there's going to be more positivity to come. Unless this is me being hopeful. But let's just go with the WWE are going to get better. Like, watching this show, it got me thinking so many things. Like, from 2014, the hype and rebuild or repush of Dolph Ziggler. What's going to come from him going into 2015 as he goes against Rusev? He didn't drink as much 5-hour energy, but he still put on a good performance. And even though it came to a disqualification, because Rusev went crazy on Ziggler, it still left me thinking, where is Ziggler going to go from here? Rusev undefeated, so it leaves you wondering who's going to defeat him. Who's going to be the one to take him down? The thought was John Cena, but we do not need John Cena to overcome another obstacle of a growing wrestler. Give it to another wrestler you're trying to establish, trying to build. And that's where the likes of Ryback comes in. Ryback for a long time has been seen as this big, tough guy, the big guy. So for him to defeat Rusev would give this guy the push he needs, a build he needs. Because even though Rusev hasn't been in the WWE as long as the likes of Big Show and Mark Henry, Rusev has been on a dominant run, which will give Ryback that moment. The thing that I'd put a question mark over is giving Ryback the microphone. Even though I did enjoy that Titantron thing he did with John Cena in the past, this was still nicely executed. But at the same time, for Ryback, I did not feel this worked. Ryback is meant to be seen as this big, tough guy, you know, could be a tweener, could be heel 1 minute, face another. But this, talking about how he got eliminated from Tough Enough 2004, went through a depressed stage, and all the way up to where he is today. I felt he held the microphone well, but the promo did not fit into what I want to see from Ryback. This has made me think he's more of a face now. Ryback, if you want to share your thoughts about your career, save it for a freaking book. Create an autobiography and get it out there. But in wrestling, on TV, just be how you were before you cut that promo. And then we're going to go to Cesaro. Fans were very excited to hear him on the mic, thinking, here we go, Cesaro's going to let out his frustration and his disappointments, even though he has not a lot to be disappointed about. He was against great names in 2014. Yes, he ended up losing, which is the WWE's creative fault, but he still put on great matches, great moments, great spots. So for that, I've enjoyed watching Cesaro wrestle. But to hammer it harder on his head, here comes the returning Bad News Barrett. Even though I'm British, I tried to do a British accent. Go figure. And this match, it wasn't anything special. It was just to prove that Bad News Barrett was back. The win could have gone to either wrestler, but it was Bad News Barrett's return. Bad News Barrett picks up the win. So the question mark gets passed onto Cesaro too, because he's put on great matches, but not a good list of wins. So what's going to come from him in 2015? Bad News Barrett's back. Is he going to be stuck in the mid-card for a bit longer? Or is he going to have his moments in the sun in the Royal Rumble? Obviously the WWE are not going to give him the win of the Rumble, which is very disappointing for me. Not just because I'm British, don't stop bringing up that argument. Barrett's been in the WWE for quite some time now. He had a strong push with the Nexus, mediocre with the Core, so there's stuff there that could possibly show that he could have became a heel main eventer, champion, but then things went downhill. And now he's back from injury. He's probably got to continue rebuilding himself. And who is he going to use to rebuild himself from? Cesaro? Apart from the good matches, Cesaro is not the best guy to build off from. You know, who would you put Bad News Barrett against to help him rebuild himself? And then we move on to Miz and Mizdow. Very entertaining tag team. Probably the most entertaining tag team you've had in a while. And what happens is they lose their tag team championships to the Usos. Taking nothing away from the Usos, you know, with their entrance, with their Usos and their in-ring style. I don't really want them back as our tag team champions. And after the match, with thoughts going in our head that this is going to be the debut of the Ascension, instead, we just get an Uso promo. And the way they were stuttering their words, I thought, are they waiting for the Ascension to come down? But no, the WWE thought, we'll have Edge and Christian, the very entertaining guest host for Raw, set up a match of Miz and Mizdow versus the Ascension. So you've just lost the Usos, you now lose the Ascension. The most entertaining tag team loses 2 matches on Raw. The last Raw of the year. Not sure if that's the way I would have booked it. Maybe have had the Ascension come down after losing the tag team championships and attack the Usos or attack Miz and Mizdow. Not 2 losses in one night. But the Ascension are debuted on Raw. I feel sorry for them in a way because it looks like after a couple of months they're just going to be there. They're going to dominate the tag team division, become champions, and that's it. And it's sad to say because the tag team division should always be getting new tag teams. Probably slightly better booking, feuds. So I don't have to say things like this. But for now, I'm going to join the Ascension's push towards the tag team championships to see if the WWE can give us an exciting WrestleMania match for them. But now I'm going to go on to Daniel Bryan. Before Raw, he tweeted that he's got something big to announce on Raw about his future. Crossroads, the time has come. And he left us hanging a few times. He was talking about Edge and his retirement speech. He was talking about the loss of his father, how he's got the love of his life. He's gone through the WWE to get to where he was, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. So he made us really feel that it's over. Daniel Bryan, one of the most loved wrestlers, is retiring on this Raw. Yes, it would have been a special Raw to retire on, but he broke the promo a little bit. Because during it, when the crowd were chanting for him, they were, in a way, begging for him not to retire, he started smirking. Especially when he said the question is, am I going to retire? Is my career over? You started to smirk, so you knew there was something coming. But that takes nothing away from how he left us feeling during and after that promo. Daniel Bryan is going into the Royal Rumble, and that is best for business, because after last year, the fans wanting him there, wanting him to make it to the final and most likely win, he's coming into this one. That is absolutely brilliant. I love that, because obviously you want as much positivity. Fans want moments. Hence the Austin speaking to Vince thing, and Vince saying, yeah, I'll listen to them. I'll read their tweets. We're getting Daniel Bryan in the Royal Rumble. I'll make a separate video talking about the Royal Rumble at a later date. But for now, welcome back Daniel Bryan. All these returns this time of year to wrap up 2014, brilliant. It's left fans happy because they've got their wrestlers back. With Roman Reigns returned, with Daniel Bryan returned, they are the two possibilities going in your head of going forward to face Brock Lesnar. But to be honest, in the opener, you had Brock Lesnar run away from John Cena. Brock Lesnar is a beast. He defeated The Undertaker. He's a UFC fighter. I don't know why he did not get back to the ring, shove Heyman out the way, get back in the ring, have a brawl with Cena, or just, fight, because he should not be running away. He's one of the strongest heels you've got, one of the most built up, you don't want to mess with this guy, he'll rip you to pieces, and he's running away. He's ran away numerous times, not just to Cena, Triple H, and he stood up to The Undertaker, but that was more the age thing going around. But that was slightly disappointing, and that's another reason why I'm not enjoying Brock Lesnar as much as the WWE want us to. But this takes nothing away from the big matches he has coming by the end of this year. I'll give it that. Now for the main event, the Cutting Edge Peep Show. Edge and Christian, hearing them speak, bounce off each other, entertain the fans, was pure brilliance. I thought this was very entertaining. The banter with Cena, Rollins, each other, it brought so much entertainment in their moments in the WWE again. And I love how much focus was on Seth Rollins. His time with Edge and Christian, his promo to Cena, his heel tactics to bring Cena out, having Big Show there as his bodyguard. But during this, I felt like, wow, Rollins, this whole segment eventually led to you wanting to bring back the Authority, but you had seen it in the palm of your hand. Come near me and I'm going to break Edge's neck on the briefcase. He did not need the Authority to control Cena. He was doing it on his own. But at the same time, having the Authority back as extra backup and possibly bigger stories to come up leading up to WrestleMania. So it's split. He doesn't need the Authority to do that, but you needed a way to bring the Authority back. And there was a few complaints about the Authority returning. Oh no, here we go again. But I feel the Authority are needed. They were like the bad guys, the ones who would screw the faces, make the faces have to work that extra bit harder before they get their revenge at a later date. Everything the Authority did to the faces leading up to Survivor Series made Survivor Series pay off worth it. The same thing's going to happen to WrestleMania. But looking at all this that was happening to John Cena, there were two names that I thought, okay, what? Where was Ziggler? Ziggler and Cena have this friendship partnership going on. Why did Ziggler not come out? Why did Sting not come out? I know Sting's only there for some appearances, but he's involved in this story. Yes, the Authority, John Cena, Rollins. So I thought having them come out, backing up Cena, would have fitted into past story. But the way to wrap up the show, to get it, you know, Rollins looking strong, the Authority back, I guess the WWE are wanting us to look past that. So I thought this show overall was brilliant, very nicely done. And my overall thoughts for this, apart from what I've just said, it's got me wanting to see 2015. It's got me wanting to see which way they're going to go in the Royal Rumble main event. Who's going to be the final four? It's got me wanting to see WrestleMania, even though there's no predictable matches just yet. It's got me to want to see the temporary tag team push. It's got me wanting to see the mid-card push, the returns. Overall, this Raw was not how Raw should always be, but give us shows of us wanting more, wanting us to tune in next week. But fans, please share your thoughts of Monday Night Raw in the comment section below, and we hope here in the British Fist you have a very happy new year, and please look forward to our future videos which you can find on this channel by subscribing to our channel, liking this video, sharing it on pages that you're on. Until next time, YouTubers, goodbye.